Internet, welcome.
Hey,
Here's the
internet.
intro.
What's up? So as we'll shortly be saying goodbye to that intro, I just want to say that I'd never before realized how badass Kiri looks in that final picture. I don't think I'd ever looked at Kiri in that final picture, and she looks really badass.
Well, thank you. I don't know that. Yeah, that was that when I did the action shot for her. I was like, oh hey, she looks pretty cool. Um,
Hella.
hella cool. All right, so some shit happened in our split session in the recap.
Mhm.
Um, one team went investigating the serial killer who had yet to actually begin serial killing, which made hunting her a little difficult.
Minority
Um,
Report.
yeah, um, but they eventually did find her, and found out
Oh.
she is a newly appointed inquisitor for
Lost Rachel. There she is.
yeah, just stick
Hi.
it for me.
Sorry.
Um,
Hello.
found out she was a newly appointed inquisitor for Cardinal Alinar, um, which is always fun. Then, after a tense situation in which she was going to take Corinne forcefully, um, Drin managed to complicate things enough to force a stand down, and uh, then the party decided to stash her in the Feywild with our current tentative ally, Cirith. Um,
Your dragon friend, goddess, and mine.
yes. Um, then, after coming back, got very inebriated. Um, then, on the other side of things, Colton Vale came to alert the other part of the group, that Alinar was, according to his intel, Alinar was vulnerable traveling on the road. So they went to catch up with him, and
Lies.
the information proved unreliable. He had two of his inquisitors with him, as well as several armed guards. Um, After deciding, well, we'll take a closer look, but we're going to back off, and some failed rolls, combat ensued, and
Oh god.
that left Colton Vale and both Inquisitors dead, but Alinar uh, is is in the wind, as it were, presumably heading back towards Vale, and Jolie sends an Expedius messenger on ahead to try and get help to try and maybe pincer him from have a group coming from both sides. Um, so I'm going to start today by having Dinar make an investigation check.
Great. Let me just get my dice up. Today's
Oh, that's
session.
right. There are two characters that just weren't part of any of this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And
It's brought to you by
and figuring
eggs,
out what's going on with them is exactly what I have to start with.
So I'm rolling investigation. I rolled a 9.
Okay. There was you rolled a 9. Did you add your intelligence to that?
I did not.
Oh, Dinar actually has a -1 intelligence, so an 8.
That's
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, that's
I'll
weird.
forget that.
So yeah. After a long time of kind of going from place to place, you're looking through some books and libraries. You do end up talking to Dalton, Kiri's friend at the monastery, who has some books. Doesn't know if anything will help you. Eventually, you kind of get kicked around, and at some point in your investigation, it takes a long time, and you've not found a whole lot. You find yourself at a door in some kind of back alley that seems very strange. It is someone's residence, but you are told that this person has a lot of books that might be helpful.
Okay.
So there is a door in front of you.
Dinar knocks.
After a moment, a little eye hole slides open, and a pair of eyes come through. And he's like, "Yes."
I was told there are books here.
You were not told incorrectly.
Good.
Are you after
could I
anything
come
in
in?
particular?
Yes. I'm looking for any information you have on pocket dimensions or the Seraph, the dragon goddess.
At this point, he's like looking around to see if you're by yourself. And
I'm usually alone.
and then, but as soon as you say Sirith, like he stops and eyes you really warily. Are you
No, I'm.
friends with this Sirith, or what is the nature of your research?
I don't feel comfortable saying. We're not exactly friends. I don't think she really knows I exist compared to other company. She's somewhat kidnapped a friend of mine, and I'm trying to get her back.
Then perhaps we can work. Closes the thing. You hear the door unlock. Opens it up. As soon as you see the inside, there are some books here is an understatement. This place is an absolute wreck. This is straight up book hoarder. And they aren't on shelves. They are just piled everywhere. To the point where
They're not cringes.
it is probably sincerely dangerous to pull a book out of the bottom of one of the stacks because you could get buried. The man who answers the door is a catfolk man. He has.
Are you secretly a dragon?
No. My name is Seth. And you?
My name is Dinar.
Dinar. He kind of nods a bit and is like, Well, we have a little bit of a problem. I do have a book on Sirith. It's mostly legends and folklore. Um,
Mm.
I'm not quite sure where I put it.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it be your infallible system of organization?
I assure you, my system of organization is quite fallible.
Yes,
Come in.
you're right.
The two of you then proceed to spend hours continuing the investigation check you rolled, hours looking for this book, thus far unsuccessfully.
Ugh.
Arwen, what are you up to?
I mean, same as usual, drinking at Heaven's Gate, so that's all I do. Also, I'm probably again, let's just return to this whole thing. I've just been begging for Renton's friendship all of the time.
Sure.
So,
I had anticipated this. So, you, all right. So, I mean, eventually you guys end up back at Heaven's Gate. Delight Renton has come and gotten the crown.
Good.
So it's out of your way. I mean, except the fact that he might have it on him, but so and he's back, so it may be in the building again. But anyway, you guys you eventually end up there. It's late enough in the evening that your bar had been rented for a while this evening. It is now not. The After being there for a while and just kind of Arwen bugging Renton and whatnot, eventually some guards do not make themselves subtle and come through the door and kind of fan out around Renton, who looks up at them. Renton is not drunk. He's actually been after getting drunk and walking into the Feywild. He's being a little more cautious about how much he's drinking.
It's a wake up call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say wake up call.
Additionally,
One of these days we need to actually meet Dwight so he can fight.
Well, I have planned for that day to be when we get our local group started. So get your butt over to Missouri. But like Renton warily kind of sizes up the group of guards, and one of them looks down at him and is like, "We need you to come with us." And he shoots a sideways glance at Arwen, and then up at them. It's like, "I'm not in charge of you guys right now. My understanding is I was on leave." The guards are like, "We are not coming to you for leadership. We are here to fill this warrant." And he pulls up a warrant signed by Braden, specifically asking that they arrest Renton. He kind of eyes them up. It's like, he's like, "And the charge?" He's like, "All right, if we're going to do it this way. Renton Vale, you're under arrest for conspiracy to murder a cardinal." And the waves the other guards around him. Renton gives a sideways glance at Arwen and is like, "Did I do that?"
I don't think so. I mean,
We're pretty sure I didn't do
there's
that.
not anything. I'm pretty sure that Renton didn't do that. There's not anything that we could do to convince you otherwise?
Guard shakes his head. It's not my job.
You can't arrest him for something he didn't do.
Who I arrest for what is not always my call. I'm here to fill this warrant, bring him in, whether or not. He kind of gestures. He's like,
I'm gonna attempt to just like reach and like see if I can like grab the warrant, like out of his hands, like confiscate it.
Are you being subtle or are you just grabbing it quickly?
Nah, I'm just trying to grab it quickly.
All right. Roll dexterity.
Fuck. 8.
Yeah, he rolled an 18. So,
Motherfucker.
He just like moves it out of the way as you just like try to snatch it, and gives you a glare.
You know as well as I do that this is not about something Renton did. This is that Brayden is out to get him.
Roll persuasion.
Oh fuck! I can't add. Hold on. 24.
Holy shit. The guard kind of just gives a sigh. He's like, I'm really just doing my job. I'm not wild about arresting my, kind of gestures like my boss. But this is a member of the royal family. And he kind of like realizes more of what you said and look like meets your eyes like, and you need to be careful where you're throwing those accusations. They could be dangerous.
I'm not even gonna argue that, but I can't let you leave with my friend without trying to do right by him.
Delight's gonna step in and be like, "Oh, you're leaving? Renton, if you like, you're welcome to retrieve that coat you left in the back closet.
Smooth. Real smooth.
He kind of like, and he plays it off really well. Like he just kind of like, right. May I? And kind of looks at the guards suspiciously, and they're like, let's see. Man, high rolling guards. The one guard kind of puts a hand up for Renton to stop, and then waves to one of the other guards who walks over to Delight. He's like, I'll retrieve it for him.
Delight like looks at him for a second and then looks at the guards and goes, "Sure, it's down in the wine cellar."
The one
This is go great.
like the one guard doesn't even appear to like think about that. It's just like kind of assumes you're going to show him the way.
Okay.
All
I guess
right.
I take him down to the wine cellar. Where the shit did we decide the wine cellar leads? It was someplace bad. Was that where the ark is? I don't even remember.
The wine cellar. Well, the wine cellar has your food in it, which, I mean, or rather, it has the like your kind of fridge area, your icebox thing, which it has its own storyline going on. Yeah, at this point, yeah, as you go down there, there is some noise of something seemingly trying to get out of the icebox, which the guard like gives a weird glance to, and then looks up to you almost in horror, like this weird thought or realization that you might be like locking people in your icebox, and then like walks straight over to it to go open it.
Be my guest.
As they open the icebox, food jumps out with little like cobbled together like bad attempts at weaponry, also made from food, and like starts completely ineffectively attempting to attack this guard. Like they're just
Is this something
hitting
that
him.
would be making noise? Like, would we be able to hear it from upstairs?
You would hear something. You have
Okay.
no idea what.
So I'm gonna be like, well, there's a lot of noise downstairs. Do we think they're okay? Like maybe some of the guards should go check that out.
Is there a portal down here? Is there one in the icebox?
There isn't one in the icebox. There's definitely something along the lines of animate object in like going on with the icebox. But it does not appear to be a portal per se. Let's see if there happens to be a portal in the cellar right now. There appears to be some kind of portal through one of the doors, one of the doors into one of like just the rooms that formerly was holding wine, but now seems not to lead there.
Okay, well, let's kind of like grab the guard and be like, "Oh, so sorry about that. It does that sometimes." And like pull him away. Be
Yeah,
like, "It's right through here," and open the door with the portal and like usher him through, and then close the door behind him.
There is there's still a stick of butter wielding a carrot that is attached to his foot. And as you push him into what appears to be the fire plane, the butter goes and melts. The guard kind of goes, "What?" And then you close the door.
What? Whoa!
The kind of guard that was leading the others looks very sternly at Renton and says, like, nods at another one of his guards. "You go. The rest of us are going back to are heading to the prison. Meet us there." He's like, "We'll bring your coat to you, and I really hope that you guys aren't trying anything." And like, seems to have been. I mean, Arwen trying to lead them all into the cellar seems to have tipped him off a bit, and he gets Renton and starts steering him towards the door.
Hold on. I don't know. Never mind.
Renton is deciding on he's resisting at this point. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight his own men, so he's gonna go ahead and go along for now. Arwen? Are you hanging out or tagging along?
I'm gonna follow them.
You get a couple glances, but they're not stopping you. Delight, another guard comes down the stairs.
Oh my god, it's terrible. You have to come see.
The guard like starts moving with more with a purpose and kind of comes down and is like, "What?"
You're like, voice over was like, in here. It took him in here. Opens the door.
Yeah, roll deception.
Oh my god, I don't have any stats.
That's true.
I rolled a 19 though.
Oh, good.
So, like, he's following your lead, and as soon as you open the door, and it is like clearly like the plane of fire. Like this is not subtle. Like this is like as soon as you open it up, there's like a wave of heat comes out. Also, like the guy you pushed through the door previously is still just standing there, like immediately on the other side of the door.
Okay, this makes me want to invent a character who's like a handyman and comes down and it's like, yeah, here's your problem here. You got a firestone in your icebox.
I mean,
I can fix it up for you. It's gonna cost about 400 on the outside.
I mean,
not including labor.
You haven't made your character for the local campaign yet, have you?
I have been thinking of one, yes.
But you could make them a handyman if you so
sort
desire.
of a handyman. Here's
Anyway.
your problem here. You got a fire dimension.
So there's this moment where the two of them like see each other and are like, there's the one in the fire plane who's like, I don't know what's going on, but I need to get out, so starts moving towards the door. And then there's the one in the door that you're directing into the fire plane who kind of has momentum already going on their side. We're going to do contested strength checks. The two bump into each other, and immediately the one on your side of the door is like pushed to the ground, and the other one trips over them, and they both fall prone on your side of the door.
Oh my god, this is crazy. What is this?
One of the one who just came back through the door attempts to stand up, but slips on an inexplicably slick foot that is drenched in butter, melted butter, and then like starts scrambling away from it on the ground. They both appear completely terrified, and they seem to believe that you have no idea what this is.
Wait, are they still scrambling up? Like,
yeah, they're still attempting to get up.
can I roll a strength check against them?
Yes. Are you trying to both of them?
I'm trying to push both of them in, but they're like on the ground scrambling to get up. Can I have like advantage or something?
Yeah, you'd have advantage on the strength check, but strictly speaking, your kind of quote unquote shove attack would be only against one of them.
Okay, so I'll do one first.
Okay.
And then the other? Yeah, all right.
Are you starting with Butterfoot or other one?
I mean,
What I would
one
love
that's
is
sprawled on top of the other, so I assume the one that's like on top.
Okay,
Which would be Butterfoot.
Yeah, the one on top is Butterfoot. All right,
Oh my
so go
So
ahead.
yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 19.
Jeremiah
He
Butterfoot.
rolls at disadvantage. That's a natural 1. So, like, as he's falling, you just kind of scoot him, and he just rides that sliding foot just back through the door.
That infamous Butterfoot.
Okay. Then I'm gonna help the other one up and be like, "Oh my God, he fell back in. You have to go save him."
Roll deception again.
12.
At this point, the guard, you help this guard up, so he still has his full movement on his turn. Doesn't have to spend it getting up. Looks you in the eye, and then like goes slightly wide-eyed in realization that this is not accidental. And then draws his short sword, but also like tries to reach out to grab his friend who was sliding through, but like does it a solid 3 seconds after he's already like through and gone. Like it's like this was a natural 1 on a dexterity check. So like the guy slid back through, and then this guy like goes, oh, and then reaches. It's just like very, very delayed. And then like looks at you and appears to be holding his action, waiting on aggressive action. At which point, yeah, no, that's actually great. At which point, from down the stairs, there's a very strong draft of wind, and he just goes through the door. And the door kind of closes.
Delight like watches this happen as the door closes, just sitting there like staring at it. It has a moment where he just looks at it and then looks up the stairs, and then he goes and he opens the freezer and lets the food out and stands there and goes,
I mean, when you look up the stairs, Lynn is sitting on the stairs, in a like laid back, but she like pulling her hand back like she just cast something.
"Oh, someone made a character."
So
Delight like stares at her as he's going, "Ah!" And then he like stops and like looks at her and waves to her and says, "Come down, then, come down."
she does.
Go hide behind a barrel. Help us need it.
Oh. She goes and she mean, yeah, she goes and just kind of sits behind a barrel. She's not terribly well.
No random enchantments. I don't need you around down here.
At this point, I think we're gonna scene jump.
Why not?
So no one else seems to come down the stairs eventually.
What?
I mean, they're gone.
The food as well.
You what?
Remember, I opened the freezer. The food is.
Oh
running
yeah,
around.
no. The food is like there and it's attacking you, but it does no damage.
And
Here's your problem. Your food sentient. You got some of that sentient food.
All right. So at this point, Ruby and Azria make perception checks with disadvantage.
no.
Okay. 18 and 10. Okay, so 10 plus, what do I add to perception?
Wisdom.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ian.
7.
Okay, 7.
11.
You got what?
11.
All right. Ruby, you wake up to a very soft yet vehement butler cat trying to nudge you awake.
I'm just gonna push him off angrily.
Um,
I'm assuming that at this point, I'm either still drunk or very hungover.
you are still drunk at this point.
Okay, good.
You guys have apparently not been unconscious very long.
Attempt to push him off.
Yeah. Which I mean, I guess that it comes back and continues, and eventually you notice that he is joined by what appears to be some kind of clay creature that is there and hanging out.
Oh my god, get off. Color cat, get off.
And then the golem speaks in Jolie's voice and says,
should I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, so we really need help. The Cardinal Eleanor is running back toward Vale. We need to stop him and kill him before he gets here. Thanks. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up.
Azria, at this point, you are very groggily waking up.
Was everybody calm down?
Where's everybody? Where's everybody? Where's Senator? We need to go.
Shh, not so loud. Not so loud.
We need to go.
Very sensitive.
We need to go.
What with the analog?
Analog.
Yeah.
The Cat and Dale analog.
Yeah.
We gotta get it.
We need to go. We need to kill the Cardinal.
Okay, where is he? Is he here?
He is invisible.
Okay. Well, is he invisible in here?
No, he's invisible on the road. Back to man.
How are we gonna kill something that's invisible? You're so loud.
Okay, I've got a plan. I'm gonna cast Phantom Seed, and then I'm gonna cast Phantom Seed.
Where's Renton? We need to get Renton. We need to get all the guards together. We need to get a bunch of people with different kinds of things that we can use to fight Eleanor.
I have a plan, baby. I have a plan, okay? The plan is to get some baby powder, right? And we just throw it at space. And then when it lands on Eleanor, that's where he is.
Yeah,
He's in the baby.
He tried that and he got dirt in his eye.
Oh, poor baby.
All right, listen. I can't.
I'm gonna start casting
find
though.
I can't find him. I can't find Renton or the Cardinal, but I can't find him.
Okay, I'm casting. Did you hear me, Ian? That she's
Yes,
casting
I
Phantom
hear.
Steed. Okay, good. Because it takes so fucking long. I want you to know.
It takes a minute. It's going to save you a lot of time. So it's a good call.
Okay, so how do we find an invisible? Wait, Julie? Do you have your special glasses? Do your special glasses show invisible people?
I'm out of range with Jolie right now, so I'm really just a messenger that has Jolie's voice and personality.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna get a sober sister. Where's anybody? Luke
here. Is Tessa or Lucale here, or anybody who's not, over the blood alcohol content of 0.08%?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I want. It's not my fault. We got locked in a bar.
You don't drive because I feel like that's a little dangerous.
This wouldn't have happened if we had been locked in a cake factory.
That's a really good point, Azria.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're starting a band. We're gonna start a band.
Yeah. It's gonna be called I Can't Find Renton. That's
It's gonna be our #1 hit. Oh my god.
Can the messenger go try to find other people?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Great plan.
The messenger pretty pretty quickly can go. It goes and find. Just looking around the house, finds Lorna and Luke Hale. They've each gone to their respective. Well, I guess not. Okay, so you found Azria and Ruby because they like were literally. Ruby had made it to a couch. Azria was right next to the couch, seemingly deciding it was not worth the effort. Luke Hale, and Lorna are both in their rooms, or rather, Azria and Ruby's rooms, respectively.
Yeah.
Hi, we need help killing an evil cardinal. He's on the way back to Vale, and if he gets back to Vale, then probably everybody else is going to die.
Much quicker to respond. They both kind of give a little bit of a groan from lack of sleep, but start getting their equipment to come help. And then when they get downstairs, Lorna looks at Ruby and Azria and goes, "Are you two coming with?"
What? Yeah, I got Phantom Steed all going right now. I got it going, man.
Which, by the way, it
Really
probably
like
is.
I'm only gonna come because I don't think you want me to, and I'm real fucking pissed at you, so I'm gonna do whatever you don't want me to today.
You could channel it into killing that guy we all hate.
I'm gonna kill him.
I hate that guy.
So long.
Oh my god, I hate that guy so much. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
At this point, you guys do notice Emra attempts to kind of go towards the door, and Biscuit immediately just kind of grabs the back of her shirt and just drags her away back downstairs. Oh yeah, Drin is there, so Drin will tag along.
Drin is there and
sober. It's up to you whether or not Tessa does not appear to be around. It's up to you whether or not you want to go swing by Callahan's and see if she's there.
We don't got time. Let's go.
Specifically, Jolie sent the messenger after Renton because she thought that Renton could get some guards together, and that might be a good thing.
Roll
but
investigation.
Do I just give the Jolie's stats?
Yeah.
For investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got a bonus on that. 22?
Yeah. It occurs to you Renton might be at, or it occurs to the golem Renton might be at Heaven's Gate, or wherever Renton lives, which it suddenly occurs to you you aren't sure of.
Well, we never made any house calls.
Nope. Yeah.
So I guess I'd start flying to.
You do also remember where Monica and Vanessa live, in case.
Okay, yeah. That's pretty close, right? They're not too far from our place.
They're probably in the same neighborhood as Heaven's Gate, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit up. I don't see any guards leading Renton anywhere on the road while
perception.
I'm heading into that neighborhood.
Roll perception. Okay, technical difficulties.
many
I
Ians.
hear somebody.
Oh.
Okay, there's Robbie and Charlene.
And yet, not enough. I'm just gonna play Candy Crush while I wait.
Okay, there's Alyssa. There's
I'm, like, trying to-
Rachel.
Oh, hey!
Hi, hello.
Yay! All right. Yeah. Roll.
Okay, you're
Exit.
telling me to roll something to see if I saw.
Yeah, perception.
Roll what?
Perception.
Okay. And then I add intelligence or
Wisdom.
that's intelligence.
That's wisdom.
Hello?
Wisdom.
Lost it again.
Wisdom. Can you guys hear me yet?
Wisdom. Okay. 10. Yeah,
You're
a
sketchy.
little bit, kind of in and out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I got 10.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're flying quickly, and so and you're not. Yeah, you don't happen to catch them, so you end up arriving at Heaven's Gate, and there doesn't appear to be anyone in the bar. You do hear downstairs. Ah!
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna stay out of that.
Good call, good call.
Head toward Vanessa and Monica's.
Sure. Roll perception again.
18.
Yeah. This time, as you're heading there, you do notice Renton and several guards going down the street, and Arwen going down the street.
Just left.
How many guards?
Well, there were 5. Now there are 3.
I think I want Robbie's cackle to be my ringtone.
So can I kind of figure out that it's not Renton chilling with his guard buddies, or do I think that that's
roll insight?
I'm
That's
probably
wisdom.
also following them, being like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why you would do this. I'm trying really hard to convince them that arresting Renton is the dumbest thing they could do.
I also rolled a 19 on insight, so
yeah.
I haven't even added.
You got it. This seems like a little bit more of a hostile situation than you'd expect when you see Renton and guards.
Okay. Can the messenger do a flyby so that just to get Renton to see it?
Sure. Are you trying to have only Renton see it?
That would be ideal, but whatever.
Well, basically the question is, are you being subtle or no?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, then roll stealth, and then this is gonna be weird, but I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I have a bonus on. Oh, I actually had a bonus on perception, but whatever. So let me see. 19 with the bonus.
Okay, so 19 or lower, you get to pick a number for your stealth value, because you were trying to be seen by a thing, and then Renton's just rolling perception at advantage. The rest just roll perception.
Oh, so I get to just choose a number under 19 that I hope Renton gets over, but everybody else doesn't.
Correct.
13.
Okay.
Fuck. Well, I just rolled a natural 1, so that's cool.
As you zip over, you do see Renton looks over and and meets your gaze. um, one of the other guards stops dead in his tracks and is immediately run into by Arwen, who's not paying any attention apparently. And the other and one other guard like sees Renton see something and then looks over, and then the third guard is apparently oblivious. But either way, the group stops in the road. At which point Renton says, yeah, we've been getting some weird birds lately.
Smooth, real smooth.
The guards draw their weapons, and they don't seem to be buying the explanation.
Just weird birds. They didn't buy that.
I mean,
you know,
Fine.
birds, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. What do you do? Are you flying away now that you've been seen, or are you gonna talk?
Can I do like a can I kind of like skywrite just like by flying in letter formation?
Can she pull a Wicked Witch?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to spell out like SOS.
Make a performance check, I guess.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Okay, so you go to do like a loop-de-loop, and you immediately like lose your bearing in the air and then just go into the ground.
At this point, like when it crashes, like will I have noticed this?
No. You are really annoyed that the guy in front of you just stopped for no apparent reason.
Okay.
Can I try to fly again?
I mean, in a second. For on Renton's turn, he says very eloquently, and takes no further action. For the guards that saw you, do not get caught in this surprise round, sort of, I guess, and they walk forward. One walks forward and like tentatively just pokes the golem with the very tip of its sword to see what it is. The other one holds its action for if the golem does anything aggressive. Now, top of the order for awkward social interaction. Golem, what are you up to?
I'm gonna try to like disengage and get away, right? Like I don't want to be in a fight.
Weird birds, boom, into the ground, and then it just flies away. I mean,
this
yeah.
was a failed plan. Move on. No, I like it.
All right, yeah, sure. You disengage and you fly.
Um,
The guards are left behind, like sincerely, just being like, "What the hell just happened?"
I'm gonna call back as I'm flying away toward Vanessa and Monica's house. I'm gonna call SOS, call.
Okay.
I like imagine at this point, like, I'm still pretty oblivious to what's going on. I'm probably like brushing myself off, and I'm gonna look up at the guard, and I'm gonna be like, you know, you could at least like apologize for knocking me over.
At this point, you hear, but you do not see as it flies away. You hear SOS, SOS, caw, caw.
That's what is that?
Renton is just like, my life refusing to give me a break. That is what that sound is. He kind of points in a direction and looks to Arwen and says, "Can you take care of that? I'm a little preoccupied." And Arwen, you have no idea what he's talking about because you like missed the whole thing.
Take care of what?
You know what? Never mind.
I will help you out, Renton. You know that I want nothing more than to help you in your life. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Then I guess I need witnesses for what I've been up to for the past 48 hours, which is going to be a little hard to explain because some of that has been kind of weird.
Kind of.
Or no, I guess past week.
Okay, so what? Wait.
Past several days.
Would I know?
I mean,
some of it, right? But some of it I like forgot, right?
Yeah, well, so did
Yeah.
Renton, but you both know that like you were filled in the broad strokes of like, well, this is generally what happened. It just sounds so bizarre.
Yeah.
And you have no actual memories of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be like, well, I mean, if we can find that group of troublemakers that apparently dragged us into the Feywild, they might be able to vouch for us. There's a lot of them.
Those meddling kids.
Yes. It appears I'm going to be busy, so I will be unable to go find them.
Okay, well, give me names. Give me something that we can maybe.
You don't know their names?
I didn't bother to ask.
All right. You're looking for Thud. You're looking for Dinar and Jolie and I mean I'm trying to think. Renton does know Stellan and Azria's names, doesn't he?
He definitely knows Stellan.
Yeah.
Stellan has tried to be his friend multiple times.
Right. Yeah. I remember when you guys first came. Yeah, okay. You're looking for Stellan and Azria. Yeah, Renton would have learned everyone's names by now. Yeah, he just gives you the whole list, all the people. He also tells you.
He just shows you the opening credits.
Yeah, he also tells you. He said he at which point he also mentions Chloe might be able to help, and then the guard steps in and says, if you find Chloe Vale, you are to send her to us immediately.
No.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very trustworthy piece of information. So.
At which point Renton says, well, then if my guess is correct, you're not going to find Chloe.
Probably not. She can be hard to find.
She'll be found, and he turns to the guard and says, she'll be found when she deems being found to be safe. And he kind of, I mean, like this is one of Renton's former guards. He seems to like kind of be like, yeah, okay. He's not like, this is suspicious. He's just like, yeah, no, I know how the Vale family works.
I'm gonna look at Renton very pointedly, and I'm gonna be like, if I can find those people, we'll come figure out a way to get you out. And I'm gonna try to figure out what that bird meant.
Renton kind of gives a nod, and then goes along begrudgingly with the guards taking him away. All right, so road trip group. You guys are tracking and walking, and if you wish, as is our trend, talking whilst
It's the West
walking.
Wing. So is there anything we need to be doing in order to like enhance our tracking? Like rolling for stuff?
You any skills you want to use, you are welcome to use.
I'm just gonna like do perception check, I guess, just to make sure that we're not completely following like a non thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna perception check from the air.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, good.
How?
Which I guess Julie could do.
How far have you guys traveled at this point?
I don't know. I would guess you would
I mean,
be the one to ask.
Ellen left off like where the trail like disappeared, right? And then
Yeah.
Pip went to go catch up with him.
Sure. So are you? So you guys are there, or have you like moved towards Vale?
We've been going back towards Vale, right?
Okay.
But I want to make sure that like we're not moving in the complete wrong direction. So if I can roll like a good perception check to make sure that like he didn't double back in the other direction or something like that.
Sure.
Okay, so I got 26.
Okay.
I got 19.
Okay. You guys, Stellan, you feel like you are on point. You feel like you are like every single bit of like leaf rustling you're catching, every single thing you're looking around, you're getting absolutely nothing, which leads you to believe this has to be some sort of magical interference with your ability to track.
Can I do a locate object of like the weird dumb hat that he wears or something?
Fuck your hat.
Yes. At this point, to it sincerely matters how long you guys have been on the like moving down the road at this point. So like have you? I mean, you said you were moving towards Vale. Like the question is, are we picking up immediately where we left off, or have you guys gone some? Because you were a couple of hours out of Vale.
I would like to pick up immediately, at least to do some orienting stuff to know what we've been doing in those hours.
Sure. Okay.
So I can do locate object in order to.
Yeah, let me.
Because I would probably still have
pull up
that from when we did the heist.
Yeah, I need to look up the details of the spell real quick. Describe or name an object that's familiar to you, sense direction. Okay. Yep.
So I can do that?
Yes.
Hope he didn't lose that hat. Okay, so I cast it.
Okay. Yeah. Since the direction of the object's location is less than 1,000 feet, concentration up to 10 minutes. It is ahead of you towards Vale, but slightly to the left, as if in the woods.
So I just book it.
Yeah, and you can maintain concentration on this spell for up to 10 minutes. So,
I book it for 10 minutes.
All right. I mean, yeah. Yep. You book it for 10 minutes in that direction. Is a tiring 10-minute run, and anyone who, I mean, I guess most of the group is trying to keep up with you. Eventually,
Jolie's trying, so.
Jolie's what? Nah, you guys cut out again. Or I cut out again, more accurately.
Hi.
Hey, sorry.
And you might be back?
Jolie's trying to what?
Yeah.
She's trying to keep up, but she's very small.
Oh, this is true.
So if someone doesn't like pick her up and run, she might.
Hey
guys!
Hang on one
I mean, if he asks to be picked up, then Pip will like grab her as he flies by.
Yeah, she does like a give me hands, like grabby hands.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys make it. I mean, in the 10 minutes, you make it. Really? Okay.
Stellan feels.
All right.
Hi. Okay, so Stellan feels pretty confident that, at least with 10 minutes of tracking, like he knows confidently that Eleanor is running back toward Vale. So for us to manage it, he's gonna just keep trying to, even after the spell ends, he's gonna keep trying to go in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, woods are a bit dense, so in terms of running, really? What is going on? Overheating? Might be overheating. That's what's going on.
Fast. So, but I read the first chapter.
All right. I think I'm back. For the moment. Nope, I'm not back. I'm unback. Oh, really? Technical difficulties. I see people.
Hi.
See or hear me. Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
did you try restarting?
I mean, no. That'll stop the recording, which I need to do here in a minute, but we'll see. But yeah, this is terrible.
What's going on?
Everyone's blinking in and out except Robbie.
Oh.
All right. So okay, you guys. See...
Robbie, quick!
All right. So yeah, Stellan. The woods slow your progress a little bit. But you managed to. I mean, you kind of keep going back towards Vale and keeping your attention in and around the woods just off the road. Yeah, Pip. You don't really see anything. After I mean, like, yeah, and then it's going to be a couple hours before the messenger. The messenger, I guess, with flight, with its flight speed, can probably go and be back within an hour and a half or so. So about 45 minutes each direction. You guys, so eventually, unless you guys want to do anything specific other than that for basic scouring, the messenger makes it back to you. Well, no, the
Did it
messenger.
get Vanessa and Monica?
Yes, it alerted them. We'll say it.
Okay.
we'll be brief. We'll gloss over that.
Okay.
Well, unless it wanted to go get anyone else.
We could get Dinar. He's in the
It
library.
doesn't know where Dinar is.
Yeah, no one has. Strictly speaking, Dinar is in some stranger's house.
He's in Batman mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the messenger would really be aware of too many other people, unless we like know where Team Winterhold is hanging out.
Aww.
We do not know where Team Winterhold is hanging out. We actually don't know what happened to Nox and Arya after the heist.
It's hard to say. We're bad friends.
You might be able to find Valentina if you roll an investigation check. You might be able to find Tessa, Callahan, Colic.
Yeah, I mean, like anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, you go and get you alert any of them you can find of the danger. Go ahead and roll investigation real quick to see how many you can get.
I got 19.
Yeah, you get all of the characters I just listed. And then start heading back. So yeah, essentially the golem comes back with news that help is on the way.
Okay, so Jolie is going to convey this. Probably the messenger is going to tell me once it gets in range. So Jolie's going to convey this.
It also alerts her that some of the help is more sober than others.
So help is on the way, but I think that Azria and Ruby are a little, and then does like the little drinking motion.
I want to emphasize that this is 50% not our fault that we're drunk.
It's that pesky DM.
It is.
All right, so yeah, you guys after yeah, actually I'd say very shortly after your homunculus is within range, Jolie, you guys actually do see an airship coming up the way.
Yay!
Hopefully that's a good thing.
I mean, Jolie would be able to tell if it was Callahan's airship.
It is Callahan's airship.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Stellan is going to be concerned and weirded out, but
Yeah.
is a little too single-minded. He's just going to hope that that's not like Cardinal Alinar's people coming to murder them all.
Oh.
How long does... I need to check how long invisibility lasts.
Not this damn long, that's for sure.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you are visible now, Stellan. Up to an hour. So yeah, you but you had to drop it to do locate object.
Right. Right.
But okay, so yeah, you guys. I mean, eventually, I mean they see you. It's not a short process like landing an airship, but it's faster than like walking. So they go ahead and land the airship on the road behind you guys, and kind of Callahan, Colic, and come out. Tessa does not, because Tessa does not do airships. So, and a couple other kind of like crew hands, but they didn't throw very many people together. So they show up, and Callahan's like, all right, SOS. So what's going on? God damn it! All right, internet. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and restart my computer because I don't think anything else is gonna work.